Yeah,
If
that's
anything
fine.
is there for wording,
Hmm.
it can be something that you just refer to when you bring it up with the team,
Yeah.
or you can send them the video.
Hmm.
But yeah, like I want to back up and just focus on that little bit of intent and just show you the difference because this is the main thing I'm noticing when things happen. Do you notice how you can't tell what Guapa's intent is here? Like
Yeah.
it's very paused. They go in, and now everyone's intent is crystal clear.
Hmm.
I think some of this is just it's so late into the game, you just have to flip that switch. That's what happens with a lot of players, is it's just unconscious.
Yeah,
And then here again, this is where that intent is lost. And I think that's
I
what's
see.
causing that half second gap, or that 2 second gap. Because like pointing out, you go in, this is great. I want you to watch the Squiffer and Guapa. What are their intents?
Uh, yeah.
Like I think that's what's missing is just where are we going? What is the intent to do, or what is the intent?
Hmm. I see the Squiffer's intent to just
Yeah,
pop shot snipe, but that, yeah.
yeah. I didn't see the Squiffer. I was focused on Guapa when I rewound, and I was just throwing out
Yeah,
a
I'm not
guess.
sure why
Yeah.
Guapa went back.
I think they got censored and they were afraid of exploding.
I see. Yeah,
That's
that's
my
fair.
best guess. But like here, this is where everyone is in sync, and this is where you need to push because that eliminates the 2 second gap.
Hmm.
And it's just being able to say, okay, this is the intent and where we're focusing.
Yeah. Because I think it was this game where we have a point in time where we like all on like there's like three people on opposite sides of the map, but we all just managed to accidentally push in sync, and we just killed the enemy. Like it's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
insane, but we just fighting that sync has been really difficult.
yeah. I want to change your word or like
Or
the
not finding
visual
it.
picture you're having.
Yeah.
It's not finding your sync. It's making sure everyone's on the same page.
Yeah.
I say that because
I
it's just everyone needs the same visual, and then everything will click into place.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Guapa, my friend, what are you doing? Like here again, I
And
want you
like
to just
here's where like sorry, good.
fine. Well, like right there, that's just kind of differences in intent in what the
Yeah.
visual is. Because I think that's what's happening. But you're
Hmm.
right there is where Stara.
No, I thought the intention was throw a push up with me, but no.
Yeah, and that's just a thing of communicating. Like
Yeah.
that's why I'm such a fucking drill sergeant on
Hmm.
calls and stuff. Because being able to do
Yeah,
this is where calls matter.
that makes sense. Yeah.
For the record, I think you're making the right play because it's so much easier to just kill the pen and just make sure they don't have a chance to get cooler, and then you can win the rest of the fights. But is what it is.
Hmm.
Because yeah. Okay, I want to see what happens for this retake.
Yeah. Oh, whoops.
So this is good. I think the thing that's missing, and this is just how I view retake,
Hmm.
is someone needs to just be trying to force an action to disrupt the enemy team structure. So like wanting to explain, if you
Hmm.
notice the enemy team is starting to get a very solid structure here, which is fine. This happens. This is what you expect.
Hmm.
But this is also why like kamikaze plays. Like you'll notice I'll do that all the time on like PS for retake.
Yeah.
That's why I do that. Because if you can disrupt their structure now, everyone else on a retake has a much easier time.
Yeah.
So like wanting to give an example, Guapa has the ability to force right side. Both your Squiffer and Stara are up, and you're like 2 seconds behind.
Hmm.
So if everyone pushed, that totally dislodges the entire elbow.
Yeah.
And doing that means the second that you're actually in, or whoever's last in, just has the ability to pick off any fight that they want,
Hmm.
which is important. I think, yeah, because like here everything pauses and then they crack in, which is unfortunate.
Hmm.
Like I actually want to point out, because you just keep running forward, do you notice how their entire structure molds to what you're doing?
Yeah.
This is what I want. This is what I like to see people do, because this
Hmm.
is a successful way for retakes.
That makes
It's
sense.
going to seem like you're just feeding, because you kind of are.
Yeah, but Star
But
does get a free pick on
yeah,
this blast and then goes right.
yeah, which is perfect. That's what you want to see.
Yeah. Yeah, because yeah. Look, we took elbow.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Hmm.
I think what might be giving y'all some issues is
Mhm.
on retake, no one's trying to make that play. Because this is the unfortunate thing with your comp. Your comp is very fun, and it's a very, very strong on offense. We both know this.
Yeah.
The issue is you don't have forcing specials for retake.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is figure out a way to essentially sacrifice someone to get a retake started.
Mhm. Yeah. That's definitely how a lot of our retakes do just naturally go.
Mm,
Oftentimes that's me.
yeah,
Yeah.
because like
That makes sense.
really the only forcing special you have is stamp.
Mhm.
And stamp is great, but stamp is very limited depending on the comp you're fighting.
Yeah. That's for sure. There's a reason why it's 6 and 16 this game.
Yeah, like this is good in using. Holy, my popsicle is melting faster than I thought it would. Oops, sorry, that caught me way off guard.
That's okay.
But like the main thing that I'm noticing is it's just you need to find some purchase in first.
Mhm.
Because you can use specials to keep what you're doing going, but you need to start it. It's kind of like how I explained my playstyle was amplifying. That's what specials do.
Yeah.
And the issue is you're trying to amplify zero at the moment.
That makes sense.
Like here, I'm gonna back up a little bit and just finish off my popsicle while it's still melting. Ah! But I want you to notice the retake. When you go in is when things start happening and when specials get value. That's where the
Mhm.
force is. But here you're trying to amplify zero with your specials.
I see.
And like pointing out that stamp, that's why that works.
Mhm.
Because it's not using stamp to just start something, it's using stamp to finish it.
Yeah.
Let's see, this is good. Nice jump in. This bubble is fine. Yeah. I
That bomb. That's
oh
pretty good.
yeah, that bomb is playing with a little bit of fire. But like here, I think this is just a thing of what is the intent, and that's what's the like 2 second gap you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because I can tell your intent is to run forward,
Yeah. I want to.
but do you notice how it's hard to pinpoint anyone else's intent? Like I don't know
Yeah.
what Star's intent is. I don't know what the fuck Guapa is doing, respectfully.
Mhm.
And then your Squiffer has a very clear idea of what they're doing. It's just supporting that position and making sure Snipe is safe.
Yeah.
It's just stuff like that, which I think is leading to it. Because you go in, and it's just no one can play off of you.
Yeah.
Which, for the record,
Golf
this
is
is
painting for bubble, but
okay. I know, but why? You can paint for bubble up front and help fights.
yeah.
This is fine. Let's see. Yeah, like the main thing I'm really just seeing is there needs to be some sort of extra force with you on every single push.
Mhm.
And this is including retake, because retake, what is retake if not pushing in?
Yeah.
Um, because it's like you're putting force out, you're doing the right things. It's just something needs to amplify it.
Mhm.
Something needs to amplify it or clean up with you.
Yeah.
I want to see what happens for the push in, because it looks like y'all
Yeah.
should just lose this game. I'm
I
sorry.
know that's what I'm looking at thinking of.
Yeah, like this is good. I'm just pointing out again. You're playing sacrifice. This opens everything up.
Yeah.
That's quite literally what I look for in retake. If you remember when uh, I don't remember when it was, but at one point we were playing Clam Museum, and she had a bubble under basket, and I said someone needs to
Mhm.
just run forward to just draw
Yeah.
attention and make everything safer. Exact same principle,
Mhm.
an exact same thing, really. But yeah, this is fine. It's just there has to be force with you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you win this game?
It goes down to overtime. We'll just say that.
That
It was
explains
a
the
little
score.
crazy. Fucking Synapse comes. Synapse was a sub for this game. Like,
I see.
what are their players left? Like in the second or after the second game?
Holy stamp throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. This is great
This
on
is good.
forcing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's close to here where where
I
you're
think I
talking about
don't
everyone's in
remember.
sync. Okay.
Oh no, it was my. I don't remember.
You'll know it when you see it.
I think it was the that push in that the previous retake
I see.
when
Let's
no
draw.
was it? I don't remember.
It's fine. Not too worried about it. This.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to point out here because this is just really a difference of ideas.
Mhm.
Like literally, I think what would help y'all a lot is like take 30 seconds before games. Say, okay, when we are here, where are we focusing?
Mhm.
Because realistically, there are going to be 5 consistent spots you're at on the map.
Yeah.
Um, or where you can be. It's really only four for offense, but they don't need to know that. I just say five because I'm factoring the enemies like the top of their spawn, and then like, wait, you can't really get there, so it's four. Um,
Yeah.
like there are four main spots where you're going to be. It's just okay. We are here. What is the intent?
Mhm.
The reason I point this out is like on elbow. I know your intent is typically just run forward and go as fighty as you can. Star Sharks, you jump up, which is fine. Do you notice how you run back?
Mhm.
Like you could just run in here.
Yeah.
Oh, Star was under elbow. That makes sense. This is fine. That Kraken is brutal. This is good on Star. Yeah, like I really think this is just a thing of intent. Nice.
Mhm.
Kuwapa, my friend, why are you not fighting? What? Sorry, the inner support in me is dying.
That's okay.
I'm just watching this and like they can chase Kraken and just paint zone. Because Kraken's scary, but Kraken starts backing out now. Which is a sign, hey, I should go in and just paint.
Yeah.
And then they just don't. Strike's unfortunate. Let's see. This is fine. They're slowing down. That's fine. Yeah. Like, I think this is good. It's just everyone's on the same page.
Yeah.
And I think what happened there is everyone just took a few seconds and they like had a few seconds to breathe and say, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because like this is what I'm seeing from overhead.
Mhm.
Yusumin stars stamps. Or it's actually a little before this where I saw everything start to click.
Yeah. I know I took a step to like just
You're fine. I get it.
link up with the team again.
Yeah. Like right here, everyone's starting to get on the same page. The second the stamp comes out, this is where everything is on the same page.
Yeah.
Because you and Star Ascended go off is trying to go in and make sure Junior's off or Pen's off of you. This is
Mhm.
good. It's just you can do this without needing to be in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
And it's just making it so you can make that connection a lot easier.
Mhm.
This is good. I'm sorry, this is your team needing to speed up.
Yeah.
Either that or they're full committing to sacrificing you and you should jump.
I see.
Like, I don't disagree with fighting them for a little bit for the record. It's just fight them and then back out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which I like more. I'm not playing. I'm not on the pickup group. I can't say one way or another. Like I should have no vote on that, but or no sway on that. But because
Yeah.
like you're going in here
I
is great. It's just one
I
or
guess I just
hmm?
yeah. I guess I just expect like Star to be pushing up with me,
I agree with you,
but
especially with how I've seen Star play. But
I feel like she's slowed down in the past
I
week or two.
fair. I would agree seeing their gameplay versus when they've played with us and when I've seen them play. But
That's okay.
yeah, because like here I don't disagree with this. It's just the second you're backed out, you either full commit and die or jump.
I see. That makes sense.
Because look, your comp has double bubble for a hold. You don't need to be playing full offense. You can help the hold.
I see.
This is fine. Goofball, what the fuck is that bubble? I'm sorry, I want to scream. I have no mouth
That's
on a
okay.
scream. Yeah.
Paint.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I'm just saying that wouldn't have been as close as it was if Guap wanted to bubble in front of zone, but
Yeah.
I'm not here to not here to yell at them. Not yet.
Hmm.
Okay. Do you mind if I leave this game till later? Because I want to
Yeah.
hit the losses first and see what's different, and then use the win
Hmm.
to be like, hey, this is what you're doing for the games you're winning.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Is there any game in particular which you really want to hit,
Um,
or that feel
not the
especially
mod.
bad?
The Mahi and Ship Shape are both knockouts. Like
Mhm.
they're pretty quick games.
Okay.
Where we just they like we got like two pushing opportunities maybe.
Mhm.
But then when they got one, we just kind of folded.
Okay.
Like that's what I was. But that's where we like noticed the retakes. It was just like, oh shit, we like they have control. We don't know what the fuck to do.
I see. Okay,
We
that makes
didn't have any
sense.
intent.
Yeah, and fucking ten is one of the hardest things. Like,
Yeah,
I stopped playing for like 3 days, and it's like, where has my intent gone? What? Why
yeah.
is it gone? Yeah, this is fine
This
enough.
opening's funny.
Yeah, I wish Guava was a touch faster because they could have bombed that, but
hmm
this is
I don't
fine.
like. I love going in and dying there because like even though we didn't like I agree that we should have played farther forward or like they could have someone could have played off of it. It's still like we just got zoned instantly in
Oh
mid
yeah,
for free because they
yeah,
all
that's
looked at
great.
me. It's so silly.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah, this is fine. Where I
here
see.
I
Okay.
just pushed forward
Yeah, no, it makes
bec-
sense. Like,
up
I
here.
don't disagree with this. I was trying to watch Grew Up and Start and see what their intent was. And it's
hmm
like, that makes sense. Because where Grew Up is
I
bubble
see.
is, they want to sit there for the rest of the game.
Okay.
Or that's at least what it feels like from their intent. Again, it might be
hmm
different, but I can only say what I'm seeing from the game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I honestly agree with you trying to get under their ledge.
hmm
It's just kind of a pacing thing.
Yeah.
Because, like, Star's intent, if you notice, it's just to wait under that right ledge, and then they see you, and then they try to change things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I think the main thing is just on your end, communicate, hey, this is exactly what I'm going to do.
hmm
So the rest of your team can have an easier time identifying this is what you're doing, this is what I need to do, without
That makes sense.
watch you, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah. Because, like, Star has the idea to go after you, it's just half second out of sync. Because if
hmm
half second quicker, oh my god, things are dying.
Yeah. hmm
What is your Swiffer doing? You are not a fucking leader. This is good. Let's see. This is messy, but fine. Yeah. I'm not gonna talk on that much. That's one-on-one fights. That's fine. Good pushing in. Good for going with that guava. Oh, they just half committed and died. Okay. Okay. We take those. I just wasn't ready to see that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Nice. Where do things stop? Yeah. Like, I really think this is just intent in what the goal is going forward.
hmm
Because I think that's kind of the thing with offense,
hmm
and especially your comp. Because I want to, like, this is how I see your comp special side.
hmm
Because your comp admittedly has to rely on, or not has to, but with how y'all play it, it relies on specials a bit more than it needs to, or than
hmm
it has to. Not needs to, has to. Which isn't an issue. This is literally as if we were like, I'm thinking if PS was playing this comp, which would be very different.
Yeah.
Um, your comp has a lot of force to stop main weapons.
hmm
You need to do something to bleed off their special force at the start.
Yeah.
So, like, this is what I. Please tell me if you notice this trend, because I would be curious, because this is my gut feeling.
hmm
What would happen is you would run in. If you get any trades, you successfully hold because you kill their specials,
Yeah.
and you make them wait. If you
For
don't get
sure.
a single trade, everything crumbles because the bubbles get specialed immediately.
Yeah.
Um, Someone has to be going in and bleeding off force before specials come online.
hmm
Because if you can stop specials from coming online, they have no way to counter you. If you can't stop it, you have to beat them in an honest fight.
Yeah.
I
No,
can't even say honest
that's
because you
it.
have to deal with their special onslaught still.
Yeah.
Like, I really think that's the main thing.
hmm
Because I was just watching this and I'm like, Guava's intent was to go forward. They see Blaster
Yeah.
and Eden just get spooked, so they back off. And Star's intent is just to camp the ledge.
Yeah. But that's where like
Mhm.
I think in the past Star would be just running forward with me.
Yes,
And like we'd have two chances to get those trades instead of
yeah.
just me.
That's why I was watching this and like I want to bring that up so you can
Yeah.
word it and explain it
hmm
because everything stops and yeah. No, I'm checking the special graph. This is
Yep.
yep, yep.
Yeah. I also
Because like you just that's fine. Like, yes, you messed up mechanically on that. That's fine. That happens. It's just everything so far back
Yeah.
because how it feels like how the rest of the pickup sees the comp is we have double bubble. It's going to survive the onslaught of anything,
Yeah. No.
which it can't if there's not specials in the mix.
Hmm.
Because I think what probably was happening at LAN is y'all just like fuck it, we go in, and because LAN's a very different environment, people aren't quite as used to being as tempered for special timings.
Yeah.
Because the second that the enemy team starts to is able to start chaining specials, you have to just start winning your fights. And I'm
Hmm.
sorry, like Guwapa and is excuse me, holy shit. Like Guapa's not playing in enough and not playing Battle Junior enough to just win those honest fights. And how Star is playing currently, they can pick up the scraps of those fights, but they can't. I'm not seeing them just run in and win those fights directly.
Yeah.
So it's this is gonna sound harsh, and obviously I have a bias because I play with you, but it definitely just
Hmm.
feels like it's on you to go in and get kills because if it isn't, specials just ram into the team.
Yeah. That's why. Yeah. That's why it felt like whenever I slowed down with the team, it's like okay, it works because I can fully focus on picks
Mm-hmm.
and just play slow, but that's not really how I want to play. And it's a mental strain for me to do that, which is why I don't necessarily want to do that all the time.
Yeah, the way I would treat it is just as a last resort.
Yeah.
Try two or three pushes and see if the enemy team is starting to special out your bubbles in your
Hmm.
defenses. If it is, and you have like a minute and a half left to go, just check your pace.
Yeah, I agree. Kind of what I did that Robo Ramen game.
Yeah, yeah, because it's just like someone has to be going in here because you have three specials. Yes, the thing is, it's not gonna last the onslaught.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I see what you mean about the squiff hitting shots. Holy,
Hmm.
yeah, this is fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
it,
here I wasn't sure what to do. I knew there was an edit behind me and
understandable.
knew there was a
Yeah,
splash in front of me, and they're both watching me.
I'd honestly just say watch for the edit.
Okay.
Like this isn't what I would say for PS, but at least for this group, or even with PS, um, if you can focus the edit, you can delay their cooler timings.
That
And
makes
with
sense.
your team in particular, if you can delay cooler timings, that means you have more time to win your fights, and that your fights mean more.
Hmm.
Because versus cooler, because I'm sure cooler is kind of an issue, has been an issue that y'all have been running into when you're playing as a pickup.
Hmm.
Because you can win your fights, but you have to win them twice. Because you have to
Yeah.
do something to stop the special onslaught, which just is what it is.
Yeah. We've also had an issue. Actually, well, yeah, I guess it's when the team moves to one extreme, or is it like because teams that we shut down their cooler, sometimes they'll switch to cooler list, and then actually we'll struggle versus that sometimes. Probably because they have another forcing special to pop bubbles and shit.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because what I would assume a lot of people's first response is to, if they swap off two coolers, is probably adding another strike weapon, either a strike or crab.
Yeah. Strike. It well, it can be like strike, crab, reslider, or splashdown. Like,
Right, I forget
it can be a
reach,
lot of specials that just
just insta break bubble, or just
yeah.
invalidate it. Yeah, which any of those force really forcing specials, I think that's what they probably swap to, and it's just with the
Yeah.
express idea of we're just gonna break the bubble,
Yeah.
which that's kind of the thing which I have noticed with how y'all play. You over rely on bubble for your defense,
Hmm.
which is fine at times. It's that it's consistently over relying on that bubble.
Yeah.
This is fine. This is yeah. So I'm wanting to put it for the retake, and I think what the issue is it feels like you're. It feels like at this point, because I know this is so late into the run. Um, it feels like your intent is too far back to be meaningful.
Mm.
Here, if you want, I can take a second since I see you typing.
Uh. Yeah. Sorry. I mean. Okay.
I am here to work with you, not to make your life harder.
Makes sense.
Okay. But like this is how I see it. So this retake is good on paper. Like this is what we would do with PS.
Hmm.
I want you to notice how everyone's intent stops just in front of zone.
Hmm.
And that's kind of what leads to this collapse. Like that is
Yeah.
unfortunate, but Guapa's intent is I'm just going to get to the like as close as I can to zone to start painting. I don't know what Star's intent quite is, because I see the idea to fight and I see the idea to paint. Um
Hmm.
and you were kind of slow on that trigger pull, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know what your Swiffer's doing, but it's just the intent isn't far enough forward, so it doesn't matter. Because intent has to be like both in a spot which you can actually do something with it,
Hmm.
and in the right spots.
Yeah.
Or not the right, but valuable spots. This is fine. Let's see. Yeah, like here again, do you notice Guapa's intent is just getting in front of zone, not into zone, not in front of zone, just like just behind zone or just slightly into zone. I think
Hmm.
that's why this game was a struggle, because no one on retake had the idea of we're going into zone. Pointing out here, your Squiffer had the idea of going in. This is just unfortunate. This is just an unfortunate fight breakdown. But do you notice how that worked to get you in?
Yeah.
That's kind of what's missing.
That makes sense.
It's why with PS, while it might sound stupid, like whenever we talk about intent, I'll always put intent further than where we need to hold. So,
Yeah.
like for a Robo, it's right under their ledge. So if that
Hmm.
fails, we're holding where we want to hold anyways.
Hmm.
That's why it matters, because it's like, okay, if things go wrong, now you know you can back off safely.
Yeah.
But that's getting into my process of things, which
Hmm.
ah shit, just
Oh.
knocked my controller off
Oh.
off my knee. That thing went way
Yeah.
further than I thought it would. Oops. Oh well. Why do we do this controller?
This game was like our pushes felt so close to being good. We just made a bunch of unfortunate mistakes that
Not curious.
yeah, that are preventable, but because
Holy difference in
earlier
intent.
this yeah, earlier this tournament we had a just 100 to ode the C2 team on this map mode. So,
Sense. Let's see, that's fine. Someone should have grabbed Tower way earlier. Yeah. Go up on your Squiffer, just giving up the time that you had. This is fine, yeah. Nice running in, you just fucked up their entire structure, and it's just like too late to fix it. Now,
yeah.
great. Thank you, Squiffer. Good grab.
Yeah,
Ooh, no one's watching court.
I don't think we had that much of an intent when we're pushing here. Like I think we weren't really sure whether we wanted like how we wanted to take top left and who and like how we're gonna defend both sides of tower.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was just watching this and like, ooh, wow, there's nothing to defend court.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know I'm going to keep saying this because I just really think it's the easiest way. Just take some time before games and just talk about it.
Hmm.
Um, in like I know Star just because when we talked about it, they say they don't like planning. At least tell them stick to this side of the stage. So instead of
Yeah.
planning, it's just this is your area to control. You figure it out.
Hmm.
So I just now realized that sounds a little more demeaning than I meant it to. But like that's what works for that kind of player.
Hmm.
Is like if you aren't wanting to think about it, that's fine. Limit what they're focusing. Like limit what they're
Yeah.
focusing and what their area of control is. So that way they can do your thing and you can keep all of your thought and keep it going.
Yeah. That makes sense.
This is good. That Kraken's gonna be brutal. Yeah, good. I actually want to point out, do you notice how both Guapas and Stars intent focused forward? That's why this
Yeah.
push is gonna work.
Yeah.
This is fine. Please tell me you play just to stall here. Okay, that's fine.
And yeah.
Nothing's scored. This is gonna fall, but yeah.
I expected Star to
No, I
push
get
up a
that.
little bit, but I don't think I was calling very well this tournament. I know that's
Oh, good.
something that I need to get back into.
Nice, that's fine. Yeah,
'Cause, like it felt like we had man advantage like this entire time, but we just
you have.
cannot get something going.
Yeah, like this is the issue I was having. Like being able to like take a breath. Like the when I needed you when you said I needed to have fun playing the game.
Yeah.
This is the same issue, just toned back.
I
Because what's
see.
happening is everyone's taking the areas and spaces which are right. They aren't defining why they're taking the area, so it's
Mm-hmm.
the right thing, but they're not doing the right options off of that, if that makes sense.
I
So you
see.
have the man advantage, you have the right positions. It's just what are you doing in that position? Like to quote Yoshi's question, "What is your point of living?" It
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah. And here I
I
this
don't
is
even
unfortunate.
no. This is good on your end. I like yes, you get painted out. That's fine. Something just needs to be defending court.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
this is how I envision this map. It's different for each team. I think you really only need one person watching Rates need to in court because court's such a more pressing in position
You
than
need one
Grates.
person watching left, you mean?
Yeah, left
Okay.
Grates. Yeah, sorry, kind of correlated the two
It's
because I'll
okay.
change how I call it. But like where Star is, like, Star can watch that alone. If Guapa went
Yeah.
with you, I think that does a lot more good.
Okay.
Because here's how I see it. Yes, left side is important. Left side has a very thin stretch of usable paint, or you drop in the trench
Yeah.
or like into the pit. If you look at court, you have like 3 to 4 times the actual space of grades of that
Mhm.
left side. So you want to shut down that right side just so they don't have anywhere to move. Because like Star is able to easily defend a left alone, it's that court which gets exploited.
Mhm.
So like, when you went in it and died, I honestly think that's good. It's just something needed to play
Okay.
off of that.
Mhm.
Because you got everything in court on you, which makes it easier to fight court later.
Yeah.
This is a difference of intent. Also, let's go be like to see the battle junior. Yeah, this is fine. Nice. Not the SD. Holy, that's fine. I want to point out. This is what I'm noticing. I want you to
Mhm.
watch. It might be different for Star. I want you to watch how like what everyone's intent is, and just try to pinpoint it and say it.
Okay. uh, G's just trying to hold the right side, prevent them dropping right. Star wanted to go left, but then hesitated. Guapa's just trying to hold in front of the ramp.
Yeah,
I'm trying to go in.
I'm wanting to point out. Do you notice how all the intent is so far back, and it's kind of delayed?
Yeah.
Like it's trying to go in
Yeah.
sync compared to. Okay, I want to prep this ahead of time for my team
Mhm.
because it's kind of the thing of like for our retakes of getting special out. Someone has to go forward and prep the areas before you can take them.
Yeah.
And even if it's just, okay, I have an intent to do this thing, something is here, I now need to execute my intent quicker, that does so much.
Mhm.
Because, like, I do see the intent, like, Guap was wanted to run top right and then just didn't. Stars
Yeah.
wanting to go left, that's fine, they get striked. It's just, all the intent is coming out a little late.
Mhm.
So what's happening is it's just kind of a really iffy fight for tower.
Yeah.
Because, like, I guess the best way to put it is you're moving and acting on your intent at the exact same time, compared to moving to set up your intent to start with.
Uh-huh.
If that makes any sense. Because it's a small difference, but like being mentally in gear to act on your intent does a lot of good compared to, okay, I'm moving here, this is my area of intent, and now I'm needing to take in all this information and then act on it.
Okay.
Because I think that's some of what's happening.
Mhm.
Ooh, that Kraken on top left is going to be fucking brutal. Yeah, it's fine. What's a unfortunate blast? Yeah, here just everything split.
Mhm.
Because like I think the intent was to get to tower. It was just in different pieces. So there was no coordinated idea of we're going to go to the tower and just go now.
Mhm.
Um,
That makes sense.
it's why for PS, if you remember, I asked like, hey, if we can we ignore that first checkpoint and try to catch them when they're moving through court?
Yeah.
That's why it's easier to coordinate your intent in court than top right.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, you're fighting the junior who played with you that
Yeah.
one time.
Wait,
Tacos.
what junior? Oh yeah,
Uh,
tacos.
yeah,
Mhm. This game is just very unfortunate. Like this is so winnable. This was
yeah.
we were up 2-1 in this set. So if we won this, we would have won the set. This game is tragic.
I see.
on many ways, many levels.
Yeah. Why are we fixing the carbon in Narnia? Yeah, this is. I don't disagree with the idea of going left. It's just it wasn't acted on quickly.
Yeah.
I am so fucking confused by Guapa's intent.
Yeah.
Because you're getting in, go. Yeah, this is fine. Like, it seems like once everything's going, it's going. It's just, like, I think the main thing is just everyone needs to get their intent together before you start moving.
Hmm.
And that would help. Because knowing what your intent is makes it so you can flex your ideas.
Yeah.
When things go wrong, you know what you're trying to do.
Hmm.
Let's see. That's fine.
Should have been going forward instead of back, but
Yeah,
I just wanted to kill that
I
guy.
understand it.
Get him out.
Yeah. I'll be real, just watching this, it's just I don't see a focused intent to go forward.
Yeah.
Like, this is kind of how I'm saying. It feels like everyone has an intent around objective, but
Hmm.
not directly for objective, if that makes any sense.
Yes. That's something that I noticed. Or like I got kind of unconsciously noticed it because during the tournament I was saying like sometimes we just need to focus the objective. Like,
Yeah,
and I tried to call it out multiple times of just like, can we focus tower? Just tower.
yeah.
Um,
Like,
but it didn't seem like any force was being put on the objective sometimes.
yeah. Like, I think what it is the intent is happening all around tower, and it's just the expectation of it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, like, again, if you can in the, like, 30 seconds like, between games, or, like, if you just, when you're bringing it up with them, just, like,
Mhm.
we should be putting it directly onto objective.
Mhm.
Instead of, okay, we're going to just like, oh yeah, it's going to be wrapped up. It's no, every single person is going to chip into making sure tower fucking dies, and then we
Mhm.
can do our intents around tower.
Mhm.
Because I was watching this and like you had two good pushes set up and just nothing took tower.
Yeah.
Or like here you have you had a chance to go in and just no one's taking it.
Mhm.
Because like Guapa's intent feels to retake a ramp.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that actually just pretty spot on. Yeah, like it just seems like the intent is like a game state behind where it should be.
Yeah.
This is fine. Please tell me to grab tower. Good. Yeah, like right here, it just feels like everyone's intent is just around tower, not we are going to be pushing tower actively. We need to go.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like here, like there should be someone on ramp. There should be
Yeah,
someone like pushing with Guapa here.
yeah.
I
Like
don't know why.
someone needs to be on tower, and someone needs to be in front of ramp.
Yeah.
I don't know what this fucking dance is for who's riding tower. Like it's not a virus. You're not going to die. You need to go.
Yeah. Because it literally doesn't matter who.
Yeah, just
It just needs to be
someone.
someone. Yeah.
This is fine. Yeah, and like here again, do you notice how the intent is to get to ramp, and then it's like, yeah, we'll just defend tower. I think that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Like with your retake, it's because you have like, this is kind of what I'm noticing is you'll push forward, you'll have the idea, and you'll have the speed, and then you'll stop, and then you try to play a typical game of defense, which doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like if you're committing to the speed, you're committing to the speed.
Yeah.
That might be different. If you notice the same in game, that would be kind of the ultimate tell. But
Hmm. No, I see it.
because like everyone would
Because
run forward and then stop and then play traditional defense.
it's why like yeah yeah it's why like I am why it feel like it's why I make so many decisions these decisions so comfortably, and then afterwards I'm like wait I thought like the idea was this, why are we not following with it? It's
Yeah,
because they did follow first but then stopped and it was
yeah,
like oh
this is good. Yeah, like holy, everything's intent is just to wait. Everyone's intent is just to wait for tower to come into it.
yeah like here just take tower. Ah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this game wasn't tragic. This was y'all being dumbasses. I'm sorry, that's harsh. Like, I don't think I can word it any kinder.
Yeah.
You should have won this game. The enemy
Oh
team was
yeah.
doing jack shit.
Yeah.
Like, the issue is you're having to fight yourselves more than the enemy team.
Mhm.
And like, as two people who want to go into mental health, we both know fighting yourself is much harder than fighting an enemy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, I just don't see any intent ahead of where everyone needs to be.
Mhm.
Like, I think what's. Oh, I just figured out the issue.
Oh.
It's tent syndrome. Um, explain.
Oh.
This is how I explained, like, because something brought up in tent circles is when you play with a tent and then stop playing, you're fucked. Because,
Yeah.
um, so what happens with shield is you launch shield, and that's a visual indicator of your intent, and you have to
Mhm.
commit to that intent. So when shield breaks, that intent is suddenly gone. It's up in the air, and no one knows what to do. Exact same thing with you. Just you are not a tent shield. You are just a player because all of
Yeah.
the intent is off of you going forward. So the
Yeah.
intent is being placed behind where you are instead of my intent is going forward with you.
Mhm.
Sorry, that just kind of clicked in, and I'm like, wait, that's what it is. Because I
I
was wondering
see.
why all the intent was so far behind.
Mhm. Hold on. Wait. How do I word this?
What part?
So like I'm trying to I feel like it's important to recognize that the intent should be like somewhere forward with me or like forward
So,
not about me or no, that's not it.
so here's how I
It's like
would word it.
yeah.
And you can give a visual with it. Explain how you want your intent to be way in front of where you want to be, and you can explain it with the analogy of zones. Because the way that
Mhm.
people play zones is you want to hold zone itself, right?
Mhm.
So your intent is in front of zone. So once you get special to back, your intent is like you're holding where your intent is anyways, right?
Mhm.
That's the same thing that needs to happen with you. So like in this pause frame, someone's intent needs to be pushing up to last checkpoint
Yeah.
because your intent, like what you actually want, is to be holding court
Mhm.
or not court. You want to be holding their plat.
Yeah.
So like the way that I would word it is put your intent forward. So if you get specialed, you're where you actually want to be,
Mhm.
or where you need to be, not where you want to be.
Uh okay.
The other way you could say is it just needs to be in front of where we want to go, not directly where we are, if that makes sense. That honestly might be better
Yeah.
wording.
Mhm.
Because it feels like the intent is directly where everyone is, compared to we're putting our intent a mile ahead of us.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, like, honestly, here's a good example. Do you notice how Guapo went forward? Like, their intent almost ended right under their glove, compared to your
Yeah.
intent of going all the way into their spawn. It makes such a difference.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's happening.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, on Carbon. Yeah. Because, like, I'm just watching this. It feels like you should be winning this.
Mhm.
But the thing is, I can't just say it's unfortunate, because there's so much in your control.
Mhm.
Like, I'd love to say it's unfortunate, but I'm sorry, that's just cushioning your ego for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is your Squiffer focusing the Carbon? Oh, no one's grabbing that. Okay. That, okay. Oh, wait,
No, no, keep
y'all
going,
had
keep
tower?
going.
The fuck?
Yes.
How did they mess that one up? There is no way you messed that up. Yeah, here, notice. Like, you were fighting where everyone's intent needs to be now, like 2 seconds ago. And now
Yeah.
to where you can be way ahead of time. Way ahead of it.
Mhm.
Nice, that's good.
Yep.
Why are you popping bubble? There's Squiffer. You need to chase that thing. Thank you. Good. Go up. What? I am going to fucking lose it. What are these decisions around tower? I do not understand. What fucking. What vision am I missing? Because your Squiffer could have just fought this. Could have just fought and killed the Unsplash, kept their bubble tower. Guapo stays are riding. If something happens, they just pop second bubble.
Yeah.
Oh, why are you running forward here? This is where you actually sit on top. What is going on? What is going on? I am going to lose it.
It's Did you be like that sometimes?
It's so funny because I feel so bad for people when I first coach them. Because I'm trying to sound like an absolute idiot when I ask, how do you win the game? Like, how do you win the game? The objective,
Mhm.
obviously, you sound like a dumbass. But it's for
Yeah.
moments like that why I ask.
Hmm.
Because if the focus was objective, that is the freest game.
Yeah. It's
Oh
okay.
well, it's one more good game and I'm free.
Yeah.
This is fine. Why is Kuwaba playing special on opening? I'm so confused.
I don't know.
I'm not sure if you're noticing that, but they're like consistently 3 to 5 seconds late.
I see.
And I think it really matters for how y'all play because I think that like opening a fight matters more than you think.
Hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
Like I don't think it's as much as like PS, for example, where we can literally instantly win the game.
Hmm.
Like where we can instantly win or lose the game off of it. But like it makes it so like your first like I think the best way to word it, this is good, nice. Yeah, this is good. It's just intending to be forward with you. Um I think what it does is that if you win that first fight, it makes it so later in the game it's a lot easier to chain your specials. It's hard to pinpoint exactly why, but I'm just trusting my gut on that feeling.
I see that. Yeah.
That's fine. Uh, I'm sorry, Guava and your Squiffer just need to go forward.
Hmm.
Like, Guava wins the fights that they take. It's just take them in their face. Would I be rude if I send Guava saying like if I send them a message saying just play Sploosh and then treat your junior like it's a fucking Sploosh? Because I'm damn tempted.
Yeah.
Yeah, like again, wanting to put it done because I think this is the main killer.
Hmm.
Like I think you have the right idea of going forward. I think you overfocus Pit a bit, but
Yeah.
that's that's not as like necessary to talk about. Grew up on your Squiffer stay so far back. Like the intent
Yeah.
is to hold zone. The issue is specials are going to come online and they're going to die or have to back up, and then you lose zones with that.
Yeah. I agree. That's what I saw during the game. I just didn't have the words to articulate it.
Yeah. Uh, fuck. Now hold up. Let me grab a video real quick because I brought this up with the SBA team yesterday. Because just talking about thresholds.
Hmm.
Because I think just explaining thresholds and talking about that would help a lot.
Hmm.
Because I'm just thinking, because your Squiffer and Guapa are both standing in thresholds, so the issue
Hmm.
back up, they have to give up half the map or effectively die.
Ah. Yeah.
Um, this isn't something I think you need to watch, but I think you could send it to them and just explain some principles or some stuff with it.
Hmm.
There. Wait, no, that's not. I was about to copy the link to the review we had yesterday, not the.
Hmm.
Wait, I just copied the fucking message link. Oops, not what I wanted. You know what? I'm just gonna forward this to you.
Yeah, it's fine.
You can live with that. And if you can, I'm sorry that that's what did you in.
Yeah, it's my 13th reason.
Honestly, I could see it being Yoshi's. I couldn't quite see it being yours. Yeah. Like, wanting to point out, like, quite literally what I was just talking about just came to pass.
Yeah,
Like, I don't think specials came online, but they just had to give up half the map and just died.
yeah,
This is good. Nice, not yeah, perfect. Like, pointing out, you going in there, even if it seems like you're just feeding, that sets up everything, and your team amplified it.
yeah.
That's great. What the fuck? Okay. So I can only really say what the fuck, because PS Brain is just, why are we not running forward? That
Yeah.
does so much good and keeps everything alive. Yeah.
Mhm.
You slow your pace, I understand. That. I'm sorry, what is your Swiffer doing? Why are they trying to take that I'm going to lose it.
Yeah.
One of these days, we're going to do a review session, and that's going to be my 13th reason.
Yeah, because there's a difference between reviewing a low-level game and then like teaching them versus a high-level player that you should expect to know how to do certain things.
Yeah. Yeah, you get the cat. Yeah, like, I'll be real, the main thing I'm just noticing is it feels like what's happening is on opening. It's not being full committed to, so it's throwing you out of sync, which is fine. That's very mendable.
Mhm.
Um, the issue is when you'll be thrown out of sync by like let's say a quarter of a second, because I think that's probably realistic.
Mhm.
Um, what happens is as the game gets played out, more and more disconnections happen, and no one takes time to actually like pause and reset that or push everything in sync.
I see.
Um, and the reason that's mattering is everyone's getting disconnected and it's looking like fucking solo queue.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, if you were to show me this game just blindly, I
Mhm.
would genuinely assume this was a game of solo queue and like open.
I see.
Because like I'm wanting to point out, like everyone has their own idea in their own intent, which is fine. There is no team or larger intent that's being worked off of.
Yeah.
Because like Stars just in their spawn fighting, go off like Caps, that's great. They win their fight, that's great. But it just feels like everyone's intent is so split.
Yeah.
And you'll have moments where it comes together and then it'll split. Because like if Guapa stayed in, they trade out Stamper. Like they
Mhm.
trade Stamper for Stara,
Yeah.
which is fine. This just looks like solo queue,
Mhm.
which isn't something I thought I was going to be saying about high level players today, but here we are. This is fine. Let's see. Like here, this is good. You're able to sync up, and this is where the team resyncs.
Yeah.
Like I think what like you ending up stalling is just that's what's letting me sync. Yeah, like what the fuck is
Yeah.
happening? What the fuck? I'm sorry, this genuinely looks like solo queue.
Yeah.
Like, why is Guapa in fucking Narnia? Uh, There is no Wicked Witch. Like,
Yeah.
we should be running forward. Yikes. Yeah, this is fine. I want to point out here everything paused and you get back on the same page, like as a team. And I think this is
Mhm.
a successful retake because of it.
Yeah.
It splits, but that's fine. Do you notice how everyone's intent is still that right zone?
Mhm.
Like, it's a little hard to pinpoint, but
Yeah.
I'm still just watching this from overhead. I can still see everyone's intent crystal clear is that right zone.
Yeah.
Because like Star Shark's in, you get traded, that's fine. Star pops stamp, and that's kind of a visual indicator of we're focusing red zone.
Yeah.
And then hopefully I would just go with that.
We eventually.
We went
Okay.
left. Okay, that's fine.
Mhm.
Like everyone's intent was still in the same place, and it was
Yeah.
the intent is team side, not individual side.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's the difference.
Mhm.
Good, you get cap. Nice. Please tell me we just run forward here, run them over. There's 20 ticks left.
That's what I
Yes.
wanted,
Yes.
but
Guapa, why?
I
Oh god, Page 3 just sent me a DM. What the fuck?
don't know.
That's fine. Do you get one more retake, or do they just not cap? No, you get one
No,
more
we got a
retake.
retake.
Okay.
The most scuffed retake of all time.
Let's see. This is fun. Yeah, like, I want to point out, do you notice how everyone's intent, at least for a little bit, is on the same page?
Yeah.
That's what's mattering.
Hmm.
And I think you picked up on Star's intent, and you're able to play off of it immediately. And you're
Yeah.
obviously able to just amplify that later.
Hmm.
Oh, there's no way that this just times out because they just don't paint zone. What the?
I'm telling you, these games were weird.
There's no way this is fucking high to top level.
Yes, yes. This was a Hershey pickup with Synapse and other high to top level players.
I am going to lose it. Okay. Anyways, before I kill the recording, is there anything you want to throw into it? Because I can upload it and give you the link to it. Because that might be better
uh,
than just,
I
or that might
agree.
be good alongside
Yeah.
a written explanation.
Hmm. Yeah. No, I don't have anything else.
Okay. Because yeah, if you can take 30 seconds before games,
Hmm.
um, and just focus on this is what the idea is that we're going to be doing, and focus on team side compared to individual side, and that'll do a lot of
Yeah.
good.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm killing the recording now.